How's it going, and welcome to The Guitar Effect. My name's Rob. In this episode I'm going to be talking about this. Let's try to get it in the light there. The Digitech Bad Monkey overdrive pedal, of which there has been a lot of talk and sensationalism about, because Josh Scott correctly pointed out that this, a relatively cheap overdrive pedal that's not made anymore, can do the job perfectly well of some really uber expensive, mega sought after overdrive pedals. A friend of mine, in one of the bands I'm in, gave me a loan of this specifically to make this video. Okay, so before I get into this, I'll ask you to please like and subscribe and hit the notifications button so you can be kept up to date every time I put out a new video. Okay, so housekeeping aside, I've avoided ever making a video like this, right? And the reason is I absolutely despise sensationalism. And I think that the kind of guitar community, as it's called, and like thinking that paying $5,000 for an overdrive pedal is an okay thing to do, it's the most un-rock and roll thing I've ever heard of. No overdrive pedal is going to make you make a better record. It's not going to make you write better songs. It's just not like. And so they are tools to shape your guitar in a particular way. Now, having said that, it's important to state that I'm a child of the 90s and I grew up listening to grunge and then shortly after Britpop and then to a lesser extent all the stuff that happened in the 90s. I like alternative indie music. I don't like blues. I don't like John Mayer. I'm not particularly a big fan of Stevie Ray Vaughan, and I would say that because this emulates the Klon, which is associated with John Mayer, and the TS9, I think, or 808. You can get all those sounds roughly out of this pedal, which is associated with Stevie Ray Vaughan. I appreciate both of them are great guitar players, but the music just does nothing for me. I'm not a really guitar music like Bonamassa or, you know, any of the new like Pliny stuff or any of that. None of that music. I like songs that have hooks in them, and I like music that affects popular culture, and I'm not really a guitar music fan. So that's the disclaimer about this. That's why I find hype about this overdrive pedal baffling. But I decided, he gave me a loan of it. Funnily enough, our friend who runs a guitar store in Dublin put a price tag on it of €999, which I thought was hilarious. I don't think he paid anything like that for it. So I would never pay more than €61 for these €60 second hand for one of these. And I'd buy one if I needed to get a tube screamer or a Klon type pedal. Even at that, I use those so less and so infrequently that this would take up too much real estate on a pedal board for me to use it. It's too big. I use a Mosky Silver Horse or Gold Horse, and I find them to be absolutely brilliant at getting that type of sound. So I thought I'd get this, plug it into my setup, play the kind of stuff I like to play, and see that I think there was anything exceptional about it. That's my thoughts on the subject. I think sensationalism in pedals is just stupid. I think it's really, really stupid. I think there's no pedal that anybody has to have. All you have to do is write great songs, use guitar effects to make those songs be sonically interesting. You don't have to have anything. And that's my thoughts on sensationalism in guitar pedals. This is a tube screamer or a Klon. It does that type of thing. Maybe if I played more John Mayer or more Stevie Ray Vaughan, maybe if I was a better player, I suppose, I would care more. I don't care at all. I think that paying €300 for this is insanity. Like, what are you doing? So I plugged it in, and sure enough, it sounds like a Klon, the tube screamer, and does an amicable job. They're not sounds I would normally go for. However, I did find myself, when it was plugged into the dirty channel on my amp, really enjoying the experience of playing that. But that would be the same with any Klon or tube screamer into a dirty amp, boosting it and getting that fluid lead tone. It's cool. So yeah, here's have a listen to it. Okay, so how I'm going to demo the pedal today is I'm just playing this standard Telecaster. It's actually a Fender Classic Series from around 10 years ago, I'd say. 60s Telecaster with standard Telecaster pickups. And I'm going from this into the Bad Monkey into the front end of my amp with a little bit of reverb on the amp. Middle setting. Next setting. Bridge setting. There's a tiniest little hair again in the amp. and the EQ is completely flat. Okay, it's a 2-channel amp. I'm going to start by putting the Bad Monkey into the clean channel, and then I'm going to change and show how it works into the dirty channel. So starting off, here is, as I said, the clean sound. So putting all the controls at noon here. Okay, turning it on. Tube screamers just are not my thing. Sounds like a tube screamer. It's got like the bottom end rolled off, and it's got the high end rolled off. Going on to the neck pickup. That's a bluesy thing. So that just wouldn't be my choice of like overdrive sound. So what can we do with the EQ to move it slightly away from being so tube screamy? Well, we can add the bottom end back in. Kind of gets muddy then, so we might add more top end in. Could maybe add more top end without the bottom end. It sounds like a tube screamer, or perhaps sort of a Klon, maybe a bit more Klon-y there. More level, less gain. Sometimes the act of making a demo of a pedal, to a certain sense, kind of pointless. I just don't like tube screamers. And I can't really massively see the particularly wonderful thing about this pedal. Now I'm going to switch over to the dirty channel on the amp in a second. By the way, this is going to be a pretty quick demo. So giving it more gain. Not bad. It's kind of got a nice punk rocky sort of lead thing going on. So, okay, with a Telecaster and a back pickup, you can get a cool, cutty punk rock. Maybe with a little bit less gain. That's a nice sound. Okay, it's a nice sound. And it does that tube screamer thing well. That's up the end of that solo. Okay, so that's the Bad Monkey on a clean sound. So what does it sound like? Pushing a dirty sound. So here's a dirty channel on it. So immediately for me, that's just a far cooler sound. So if that's too bright, I can just roll down my tone knob. So what you can do then is roll my tone back at full. You can use this with the gain low and the volume high to push the amp. So I'm going to put the EQ back into the center. Here again, here's it. That's a great sound. Plus, I can roll my volume back. For a more high gain lead sound, you could push the gain up. Feels really nice to play, you know. Guitar's gone slightly out of tune. So, yeah. It's a good sounding pedal. For kind of a tube screamery, clonny, it can do those things. And I suppose from a certain point of view, I generally do have a clon or a tube screamer on my board for getting a mid-pushed sound for when I need it. And this could do both. And in that way, it is a little bit exceptional because of that low and high mid thing. So yeah, it's fine. Should you be paying anything more than the standard price that they go for? Like, I would not pay any more than €60 for this second hand. No way. It's just a tube screamer with a 2-band EQ. Get a tube screamer and put an EQ after, you've got the same thing. There's nothing exceptional about it whatsoever, in my opinion. So there you go. I'm not generally opinionated about anything on the YouTube videos I make. But I just couldn't be impartial about the likes of this. And I think it's important to stress that Josh Scott makes some of the best pedals, the most innovative pedals, best designed, and pedals with the best attitude I've ever come across. I think he's got the best YouTube channel, guitar YouTube channel for entertainment value on the internet. I think he's amazing. And I think he made this video trying to dispel the myth of those pedals, not to sensationalize this pedal, which I just think is hilarious. That he tried to show that this pedal can do what those other pedals, like the Klon and the Tube Screamers, can do, and that you don't need to get them. And as a result, this went up in price. It just completely, just reinforced the point he was trying to make in the wrong way, which I think is hilarious. So fair play to Josh Scott for pointing this out. This is a grand Tube Screamer Klon mid-boost smooth overdrive pedal. That's what it is. The tube band EQ makes it a bit more useful, but so what? It's a grand overdrive pedal. So that's my thoughts on the matter. Try your comments down below if you agree or disagree, or just what you thought about the sounds in the pedal. You know, I didn't play any slow dancing in a Birmingham room lift, and I never will. So I'm probably not the best person to assess the greatness of this pedal. Throw your comments down below. If you've watched this far, as always, I say thank you, and please like and subscribe if you have watched this far. And I'll see you in another video again soon. Take it easy. Bye-bye.